Hi guys, today we're going to be doing sort of a different kind of video today, and I'm bringing my boyfriend Will on board, who's going to explain to you what we're doing. What are we doing, Will?
The Ganzfeld experiment.
What is the Ganzfeld experiment and how does it work?
The Ganzfeld experiment is a key to unlock the mind. It works where you take a red light bulb, 2 halves of a ping-pong ball, headphones, and static, white noise, similar to what you'd find on your television on a late night.
So while Will's getting ready, I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about the experiment. It was originally created to detect ESP in people, and it takes 20 to 30 minutes to set in, but Will's going to be sitting there restrained for an hour. And some people hallucinate, but everyone has a different experience. Will is going to be coming back here afterwards and explaining his experience with you. Things you will need are a source for sound. We're going to be using 12 hours of white noise. We're only going to need one. Scotch tape to tape your ping pong ball cut in half. Headphones. If you can get the ones with the muffs on it, that would be best. We're just working with what we have. A red light, a comfy spot, and a test subject. Are you comfortable, Will? Tell us how your experience went and why it was cut short.
Alright, within 10 minutes of laying there, I started to feel like I was having not an outer body experience. It felt that way, but I was floating. I was no longer laying down, and I guess because the way my body was oriented, and because I decided to restrain myself, I couldn't really feel anything. So I was floating in space. That's what that felt like. And after that 10 minutes, I started seeing all these like pops of color, and there was like greens, and there was blues, and there was oranges, and then I started seeing like these nebulas and what looked like space, like galaxies and stuff. And it was just like spots, just like popping everywhere, all these colors, and some things I couldn't like even put my finger on, like what that color would be. And after that, I started hearing like what sounded like screaming, and it sounded like uh, female voices and male voices all yelling at the same time. And I started seeing people falling from things, and like not just like falling out of nowhere, like falling off buildings. And I started like seeing friends of mine like appear in my own in my head. Like I pictured our friend Pete Bune in a in like a space helmet, and he was flying through the air like Superman. And all this I can't really tell if it were like just my, well, it was my mind making these things up for me. But did I absolutely hallucinate? Yes. Did I absolutely have a weird outer body like experience? Yes. I felt like I was floating. Would I try it again? Yeah. But as it progressed, and I only made it 38 minutes. I could not make it to an hour because I just started second guessing myself while I was in that moment, and I started getting very negative, and like the visions that I was seeing at that point, they progressed to just be negative with my mood, or how I felt, or what I was thinking, or what my mind was making up for me. So like I started seeing faces that were just making mocking images, and they were really scary looking. They were frightening, and I'm still shaken up by it. Like the whole thing. Like I'm not an easy person to scare, and like I scared the shit out of myself with this. And it took about 38 minutes for it to happen. Um, Next time on take two, I'll try to do an hour's worth of it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But for right now, this was Ganzfeld experiment. It absolutely works. If you have the right atmosphere and the right setting, the Ganzfeld experiment absolutely works. So I recommend you try it if you want to trip out.